moment. And then please do go down. We have a couple rows toward the front that say reserved, but grab any seat you'd like, meaning if there are other seats you want to take, by all means just take that, or if those seats are taken, please take other seats. Very, very brief. It's wonderful to have Chris here and to partner with him, with the Strauss Center, with Chris Scalia, in honoring the legacy of Justice Scalia. I'm going to, just for your attention now, I'm going to quote, this is very rare for me to say, the only criticism by the New York Times of Justice Scalia that I liked. And I'm going to explain what I mean. And this is, you may be surprised to say this was not the only time that they critiqued Justice Scalia, but this is the only one that I enjoyed. And you may be shocked to know that Justice Scalia was not a fan of citing foreign law in his decisions. It was not something that he was a huge fan of. But, as the New York Times noted, that once in an argument in a big voting rights case, Justice Scalia seemed to violate his rule against citing foreign law. Expressing skepticism about the significance of the 98-0 vote by which the Senate had reauthorized the Voting Rights Act, Justice Scalia said the following, quote, "The Israeli Supreme Court," meaning the ancient Israeli Supreme Court, and he said, the Sanhedrin, these are Justice Scalia's words, used to have a rule that if the death penalty was pronounced unanimously, it was invalid because there must be something wrong there. Meaning something that everyone adopts unanimously by unanimous vote, that must be problematic. So, writes the New York Times, it was an offhand reference to an ancient court, and Justice Scalia was not announcing a universal principle. Indeed, he almost certainly does not think that every unanimous legislative act is problematic. In 1986, for instance, the Senate approved Justice Scalia's nomination to the Supreme Court by a vote of 98-0.
But the New York Times probably found that problematic.
I believe Joe Biden, during the Democratic debate, when asked about the vote that he most regrets in his life, I think he said voting for Justice Scalia. I think he said that. So there you have it. It's just a little heartwarming, just another heartwarming piece of information for you. But that said, we unanimously revere the memory of Justice Scalia, and hosting him at Yeshiva University uptown in front of a packed auditorium of 1,400 people was one of the most memorable moments in our school's history. And so it's an honor to have you here, and aside from the Strauss Center, a book that we'll be giving you, I wanted to I think your dad would have liked these pictures of him at Yeshiva University.
That's great.
And this is, I'll explain to you later who these are. This is Justice Scalia with Rabbi Rosenzweig and Dr. Chaim Soloveitchik, two of the great Talmudic minds of our generation. And I think your dad would have really appreciated being photographed with two great Talmudic legal scholars, revered, world-famous Talmudic legal scholars. This is a picture of him on stage with Mayor Soloveitchik, who is not one of the Talmudic scholars. But we just threw that in also as a bonus.
These are great.
So we want to thank you.
Thank you very much.
And please proceed downstairs, and we'll see